Hello and welcome to Chart of the Day Cafe for Tuesday, August 21st, 2018. Disclaimer quickly, trading stocks has a high level of risk and viewers should complete their own due diligence on any stock or underlying that they intend to own. 100% of the content of this video and communique is intended for journalistic and educational purposes only. This video and all indicators, strategies, and articles herein should not be construed as investment advice. Always for your further. Good morning, Sue here. Hope you've had a great week so far. I am filming this at about 8:45 Tuesday morning. The futures look to be getting off to a little bit of a green start. So we'll see what the day brings. But with that, let's get into today's video. If you know me, you know I always start my videos off with a look at the Russell Index. I use the Russell as my simple proxy for the markets overall. As long as the Russell is moving higher, I am adding new names to my watch list. And for that, I use the IWM, which is the ETF that represents the Russell 2000. And I like to step back and take a look at it on the bigger picture 5-year monthly view. So we're looking at a bear chart. My lines are short-term support resistance, medium, and long-term. Sort of ignoring these ones for now and focusing in on this area here. So you can see this is a beautiful uptrending chart. Again, these are monthly candles. We broke through this area where price kind of traded sideways for a while, but as we've been talking about, that candle for the month of May was a nice bullish one, bringing us up into this price territory. So here we are so far, the candle for the month of August, bullish orientation, but we have 9 or 10 trading days left in the month, so we'll see how it ends up. I am going to move it away from the monthly to the 9-month weekly, and I use this blue line as my guide, which is the 8-day EMA, exponential moving average. I like to see price in the Russell up and over this 8-day. My rule is on the daily chart, but I want to show you how it is up and over that 8-day on both the weekly. We're looking at the weekly chart now, and if I swap it over to the daily, up and over on the daily as well. So let's go back to that weekly chart for a sec and get our lay of the land bearings. So we moved off this area, the orange line of medium support, brought us up into this upper area where our pink line defines short-term support. We've had several strong weekly candles in a row. Price is kind of trading somewhat sideways, but looks as though it may want to start to lift here. We will see. So that's the weekly look. Let's take a look at the daily. Again, short-term support, our pink line, waffled around there for a while, but has some lift. Yesterday was a positive day. Today looks to be starting off positive. So with the blue line being our guide and price being up and over that 8-day, I am adding a new name to my watch list this morning. And the new name I'm adding to our watch list this morning is Caterpillar Inc., ticker symbol CAT, trades on the New York Stock Exchange. It is a Dow component stock. Before I get into the chart, let me tell you a little bit more about the company. I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with Caterpillar. It's in the industrial goods space. They are a huge manufacturer of construction and mining equipment, trucks, bulldozers, that sort of thing. You know me at Chart of the Day Cafe. I'm all about the scores underneath my charts, and Caterpillar has an excellent, excellent value score, along with a forecasted earnings growth rate going forward of 39%. That's a big wow number. It's got a current PE of 13.12 and a current dividend yield of 2.48%. So love those scores. So let's get back over to the chart. We're looking at the 5-year monthly chart. You can see that it started an uptrend back in early 2016. Again, these are monthly candles. It picked up our blue 8-day EMA and has had a beautiful run from there. It has since come in to an area of support resistance I can identify on the chart, so I'm going to put that in right in this area here. And it's been consolidating, but in a continued strong market environment, I wouldn't be too surprised to see Caterpillar lift from here. So I'm going to zoom it away from, take it away from the 5-year monthly to the 1-year weekly. And we can see that it's building a base here around our orange line of support resistance. It had a nice bullish candle last week with continued market momentum, and it's all about what the markets overall want to do. I wouldn't be too surprised to see Caterpillar complement last week's bullish candle with some lift in this area. So I'm going to move it away from the weekly to the daily. So let's take a look at the 6-month daily chart. Here is our orange line of support resistance. It's up and over the blue. And you know me, if you're a regular viewer, I'm looking for a 3 and 8 cross. So I would be looking for follow through on Caterpillar in the days ahead from this area. It looks like we have a 3 and 8 cross already, but I want to see the 3 and 8 cross. My trigger would be a bullish candle in this area here. So I'm going to put a little green circle in my zone and say, with those scores in a continued strong market environment, bounce off this area of support, I'd be looking for Caterpillar to lift in this area. Along with my new watch list pick, I also like to take a look at the sector that it's in, and for that we're looking at XLI, which is the ETF for the industrial sector. 5-year monthly chart, similar to Caterpillar. You can see that it bottomed in 2016 and began a very nice strong uptrend that lasted through 16, 17. So far in 18, it's consolidated and has come in, but in a strong market environment, I think this will start to pick up as well. We had a bullish candle last month, and it looks as though we're getting some follow through this month. So overall, the sector in an uptrend has been consolidating, but looks to be picking up support in this area. I also like to look at seasonality, and for that I go over to Equity Clock, and we're looking at the seasonal chart for Caterpillar. You can see that in August and September it comes in a little bit, but then finds some price support and usually has a strong back half of the year. No guarantee that happens this year, but always a good data point to know. I also like to go over to FinViz and see if I've got analyst support for my new watch list pick. We're looking at the page for Caterpillar. You can see it's a little mixed as per analyst support, but it is a new strong buy stock for Zacks. I love Zacks Investment Research, so I love that it's a new strong buy pick for them. I am going to include that article with today's video so you can take a look as to why they chose Caterpillar as a strong buy. And so to quickly recap, I started today's video with a look at the Russell Index, and we note that overall the Russell Index, the IWM, which is the ETF for the Russell, is in an uptrend with the price up and over the 8-day EMA on both the daily and weekly charts. We looked at the 5-year chart for Caterpillar, our new watch list pick, and we noted that overall it's in an uptrend. It's been consolidating through 2018, but it is at an area of possible price support and price strength continuation. Emphasis on possible. We looked at the sector that Caterpillar is in, the industrial ETF XLI, and much like Caterpillar, we noted that it's in an uptrend on the 5-year chart and at an area of possible price strength continuation. Caterpillar has an excellent value score. These are highlighted because they're absolutely critical to me. Excellent value score, excellent growth score with a forecasted earnings growth rate going forward of 39%. Current dividend yield of 2.48%. It does have that 3 and 8 EMA daily cross that I look for. I want to see more follow through personally on it though. We looked at seasonality. I'll let you check that box as per your own preference. We could see that on the seasonal chart it's a little soft in August and September, then picks up through the back half of the year. For me, price on the chart prevails over this, but it's good to know. We looked at FinViz for analyst support. I'm going to check that box because it is a Zacks #1 strong buy pick, and we are going to include that article with today's video. It's got a current PE of 13.12, and its past earnings, they were on July 26th. Looks like their next earnings date is in October. Thank you for watching today's video. I apologize for the rain sound in the background, but it's pouring rain here today. And as a reminder, these videos go out every Tuesday and Thursday morning. Have a great next couple of days, and we'll see you Thursday.